So many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the backcourt, it's Mitchell and LeVert. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Over Okoro. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it. At home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You can tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And there it is for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Mitchell. Okoro outside. Pass to Mobley. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Mitchell against Brunson. Towns passes to Bridges. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Mobley.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
We have seen Allen look more for his offense over the years, which in turn draws the G's attention.
That free throw good from Allen. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
7-7.
Outside Mitchell. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Mitchell's got 7 points.
The control and precision of Mitchell's jumpers. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Here's Bridges, stolen by Mobley. And here they come. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 5. Back to Brunson. The 3. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Now here's LeVert. Pass to Mobley. Here's Allen. 6 to shoot. Okoro on the wing. Allen against Anunoby. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And with the call pause in the action. Here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
Bridges down low, guarded by Okoro. Bridges passes to Brunson. They need this. Pass to Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. Is rebounded by Okoro. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-point game.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Anunoby passes to Bridges, and there's the screen. And it's off from 3-point range. Cleveland leading by 10. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan. Chua's checked in for Robinson.
For your Knicks City Dancer.
Anunoby against Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got 13.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Anunoby. 5 points in the game. Bridges passes to Anunoby to get back on track. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
OG Anunoby at the line, 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. Cleveland leading by 11. Back to Mitchell. To the inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building. This lead out well.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Outside Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot. And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Bridges.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Anunoby. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, New York. Anunoby can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 8. Here they come with numbers in transition. Mobley, right side, to the paint. Here's Allen. Towns with a rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Up and in on the layup.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
15.
Here's Mitchell. Grown man points from Donovan Mitchell.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Well, Richard, he's the Iron Man of the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges takes pride in being available on a nightly basis.
We've all heard it before. The best ability is availability. And Bridges does whatever it takes to not miss games. More teams need to take this mindset.
Allen with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Allen pass to Mobley, and Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Towns double team. Outside Anunoby. The steal. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And that one is hammered home.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Achua with a screen on Mitchell. And Brunson, here we go. Brunson on the attack.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
From deep, Mitchell. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Anunoby. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Mobley passes to Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Anunoby. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Precious Achua picks one up.
Mitchell just continues to improve every season, and now he's one of the game's elite players.
Both shots good from the strike. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Anunoby passes to Achua. Right side, Anunoby. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
The Cavaliers lead by 8. Outside Mitchell. Crafty move. Look out! Spider Mitchell putting on a show.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
The game of Mitchell is more about putting up points, but Donovan can dish too.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy, keeping it the same.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix.
All right, guys, let's swing it. Thanks, as always, for watching.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. On the court for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. In the backcourt, it's Mitchell and LeVert. And it's Okoro in at the 3.
A Swiss Army knife talent. LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
Anunoby passes to Towns. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 5 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, done an amazing job on the glass.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Garland for 3. Hits the trifecta. Garland's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, when that range is being stretched, Garland showing he's up for that challenge.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Shaman passes to Sims. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Outside Garland. Takes it inside. Drops in the layup for 2. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just slicing his way to the rack. This man is so crafty. I love it when Garland takes charge like this.
Here's Hart. 2 points. That one goes.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Pass to Jerome. Shot is up. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Hart can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 13. Thompson right side. Outside Garland. Uncovered. And it's New York with a rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Down low. Achua with the dunk.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And that's an intentional foul. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Lets it go from deep. And Cleveland another 3.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Sims. Inside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Cavaliers. And here's a shot chart as we see how things are going for Donovan Mitchell.
And the thing that impresses me is that he's going hard in the paint, not backing down from any challenge, just looking relentless in how he's going at the defense. It's really working for him so far.
Brunson is checked in for New York. Brunson against Garland. Thompson with a screen. Garland feeling it out a bit. Niang outside. Garland against Brunson. Garland no good. Knicks trail by 17. And here's Brunson from the arc. Thompson pulls it in.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Jerome passes to Wade. Misses the three.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
To the middle. Here's Sims. Uses the glass on the layup. Sims has gotten 4 this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Cavaliers lead 46-31.
Outside Garland. Yes, it's good.
Darius Garland.
And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Count it. Garland's got 15 points.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Here's Hart. Buries it down low.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Really left him alone that time.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's make some noise for your Knicks Quaker Dance Crew.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. They set a pick. Here's Brunson outside. Knocks down the triple. Brunson's got his third basket on the night right there.
Cavaliers lead
Hook loose. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And so it's Cleveland leading by 17 at the end of the period. How? And we take a listen in now to Tom Tip.
Defensively, it's too easy down there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Cleveland leading by 19. LeVert passes to Allen. Banked it in off the glass.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And so it's New York with it. Here's Brunson. Good work there as it goes.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
57-30.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Assisted by
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Here's Okoro. Okoro on the wing. 4-3. Hits the three-pointer. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
From deep, Mitchell. And the Cavaliers, another three.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
65-42.
Mitchell against Anunoby. Outside Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And this is what we've come to expect from Mitchell. He is just a monster offensively.
LeVert goes against Bridges. Robinson passes to Anunoby. Lets the three fly. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The three from Mitchell. It's another three for Cleveland.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Anunoby on the wing. Guarded by Okoro. Anunoby can't get it to go.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
For Cleveland, they've gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the fourth. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell against Bridges. Robinson with a steal. From deep three-point range. Anunoby can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Cavaliers.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately that's why they were so efficient.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Donovan Mitchell.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA, and we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Mitchell with the slam.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's the pick. Anunoby for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell up top. Robinson defending. Fires for 3. Mitchell misses. And the Knicks with possession. Towns finds Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Counted from distance. Mobley outside. There's the 3.
Cavaliers
Can't connect. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few. Welcome, everyone. Look at this. '76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Achua is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Anunoby has the open look, drills the three-pointer.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Anunoby after the Sixers pick up 2. And there's the drive. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize. And the offense, 3 or 4, solid start for this game.
Brunson against Maxey. There's the 3. Brunson, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. The Knicks have a number of famous fans, like a boogie with a hoodie. He's here.
Just one more thing that makes New York home games special. Games here just feel bigger because of the names in the crowd.
George looking around. With the drive. Can't get the reverse flush.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch. that momentum.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Anunoby, a screen on Maxey. Here's Brunson, and he drives in. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is George. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got 5.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
Anunoby, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing it.
Right now, let's bring in the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The 76ers, number 1.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
George passes to Embiid. And the jump by Embiid.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll, actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
And so it's New York with it after the Sixers pick up 2. The kick out to Anunoby. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
Boy, Harden's one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
George passes to Drummond. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drummond sets the screen for George. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by him.
Well, I tell you. What, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
On the wing, Anunoby. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Drummond, Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's George in at the 2-guard position. Now here's Hart. Hasn't made one yet. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Anunoby with the screen for Hart. Oh, good with the triple. Philadelphia leading by 5. Now here is George. 6 points for him. Poke loose. Bridges with the steal. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Paul George. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 22 points a game last season, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now here's Embiid. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Robinson pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lets the three fly, and it's Anunoby. That time on the assist for Bridges. 14 points for OG Anunoby.
76ers lead.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Big-time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it.
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Jalen Brunson, who's checked in for New York. Philadelphia leading by 5.
Jalen Brunson.
Maxey with it. 5 points in the game. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Hey, if you don't box out Drummond, this happened. He's an exceptional offensive rebounder who can hurt you big time with the putbacks.
Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And here is Bridges. After the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Shot is good in the 76ers lead. He's cut down to 6 and the bucket from Bridges.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Right side, George. 6 to shoot. Maxey finds George. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Maxey, no good.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. Here's Embiid. Now Drummond. Ball's knocked loose. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Feel that rhythm, fans? Here's your next breaker dance move.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Cole Anthony Tatum, coming off a terrific season. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And one of the better three-point shooters in the league last season. And as you said, he was really good from out deep practically every time you saw him play. The 76ers leading by 3. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Puts the move on, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And, Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got 10 points.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And it's Brunson missing. The 76ers leading by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. George dishes to Embiid. Rimlocker, Joel Embiid.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's George. A 3-ball. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
Sixers, 35.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your...
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Back to Robinson. Anunoby in the corner. Stolen by Martin. Here's the break. Here's Bona. And he gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Robinson outside Towns. Brunson outside. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. That's 7 points here for Jalen Brunson.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3, and boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to McCain. Shot clock at 6. Outside Lowry. Here's Bona. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Sims is checked in. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. Landry Shamit's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Martin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Martin's got his first basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass to Bona. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Three-pointer, Lowry drills it from outside.
Lowry.
And now a 12-point 76ers lead.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Lowry. Takes it inside. And that one, good. Lowry's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. New York has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And it's Shamet missing. Philadelphia's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Right wing. Here's Lowry. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Assist from
Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Good work defensively by Lowry.
New York.
And Over the last few years, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success will certainly continue to keep that pipeline going.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Knicks trail by 15. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Back to Martin for 3. He can't get it to go. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks, trailing by 13. The tray. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Jalen Brunson.
For Philadelphia, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Both good from the line that time. The Knicks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Yep, that one goes in there.
They have not attempted as many threes here in the second half, which I'm scratching my head about. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Now, here's George. He's got 13. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 16.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
It's your High Squad. It's T-shirt time. We know you want one, so make some noise. Give a big round of applause.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Let's hear it for all the Nationals.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Here's your Knicks Breaker Dance Crew. Let's go, fans. Make some noise once again. For your
Here's Anunoby. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Philadelphia with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the 76ers. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Maxey in at the point. To the middle. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre with those long strides covers up ground quickly.
Brunson with it. Maxey covering. Yep, that one goes.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside, George. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre, good.
Asking Oubre to help stretch the floor, and he delivers.
Knicks trail by 18. Anunoby with the screen for Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's Embiid. Oubre finds Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Anunoby against George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Anunoby.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Outside, George. Pass to Maxey. That's tipped. And here's Embiid. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Knicks ball.
Knicks trail by 18. Brunson with it. Now defended by Embiid. Embiid with the steal. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Philadelphia leading by 18. Oubre passes to George. And George with the stuff.
You know, George is unstoppable when he puts it all together like this.
Bridges a screen on Oubre. Anunoby, good. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. From deep three-point land, Anunoby can't get that one to fall. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. George finds Maxey. Embiid in the corner. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. On the wing, Anunoby. Takes a three. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And George gets it to go.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Bridges finds Brunson. Pass to Achua. And the shot goes down. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Embiid, the pass to George. Oubre for three. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and
go out there and get ready early. In the season. Like this, it's interesting to see the improvement and new skills players have picked up over the offseason doors.
BA, it really is, because yes, do the players take a brief respite? Unequivocally. You've got to get your body right and get your mind back and rejuvenated. But the fact is, for most NBA players, this is a 365-day commitment. They are working on shooting, conditioning, skill development. There is very little time off for these guys.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's George. And Martin in at the small forward.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own three. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
George against Mitchell. George's shot is off. And here comes Cleveland. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Drummond, the screen on Mitchell. Here's George. He takes it in. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Now here's Oubre. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Embiid. Clock is at 3. Oubre passes to George. Over Mitchell. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid finds George. Screen by Embiid. It's George with the drive. He gets it in there. George has got 7 points in the game.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
Mobley, a screen on George. Pass to Mobley. Mitchell against George. Mobley, a screen on George. Mitchell, the pass to LeVert. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Embiid.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's George. He has 7. And here's Embiid. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
And Allie, thanks. There's a minute 59 left to play in the first quarter. Allen a screen. Pass to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Money from the wing. 7 points in the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. George a screen on Mobley. Here's Drummond. Oubre against LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Here's Mitchell. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. And he drives in. And oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Oubre on the wing. He's checked by LeVert. Oubre against LeVert. Now here's Embiid. The D's right on him. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Cavaliers trail by 4. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by Oubre. Mobley with the block. Outside Mitchell. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the drive. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Kelly Oubre, Caleb Martin out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's George in at the point guard position. Now here's George. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Nice move. Oh my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
Well, Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Philadelphia leading by 5. George feels it out a bit. Oubre, a screen on Mitchell. Here's George. Up top, Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Oubre passes to Embiid. Kept alive. It's George on the wing. Floats one. Here's Drummond. Can't get it to drop. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Mobley finds Mitchell. Back to Mobley. Inside. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, that takes a lot of force to finish through that kind of contact. Drummond able to do so, though.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Oh, my goodness. Throw it down, Donovan Mitchell, just exploding off the floor.
1:49 left to play in the half. Oubre, a screen on Mobley. Embiid passes to George. Launches a three. Knocks down the triple. George has got 16 points now.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
One of the real streak scorers in the game. Donovan Mitchell has heated up and percolated.
Now here's Oubre. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's Martin on the wing. On the take. Now here's George. Guarded by Okoro. Here's Drummond. Nice D from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Now here's LeVert. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Karis LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
George for 3. Outside Oubre. George, a screen on LeVert. Here's Oubre. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Mitchell. Drummond grabs the miss.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Outside Mitchell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The shot comes out. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 3. All right, now, Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Pacers. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And next up, let's take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, who seem pretty well matched in their game.
I'm surprised it's this close. Not gonna.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
We've got George Niang. Max Strus is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Dean Wade, and it's Thompson in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
Niang a screen. Back to Strus. Thompson with a screen. Three-pointer. And Strus good for 3.
This is why Strus is on the floor. His ability to spread you out from deep.
Lowry outside. Here's Yabusele, defended by Niang. Garland against Lowry. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Bona. Shoots over Thompson. And no good, trying to use the glass. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Niang a screen. Garland up top. He's guarded by Lowry. For the tie. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got his first points of the game.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Here's Bona. Oh, sweet move. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
The Sixers leading. Here's McCain. Here's Yabusele. There's a screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Here's Garland. Outside Strus. To the middle. Here's Niang. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Thompson, that's good.
Boy, that's a single-minded play from Tristan Thompson. Knows the defense is ready for him, but takes the contact and doesn't let it affect his finish.
Pass to McCain. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
Pass to Lowry. Here's McCain. Gordon outside. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 2. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Thompson, a screen on Lowry. And a deep 3 from Garland. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Yabusele, defended by Thompson. Lowry, good. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Thompson, a screen on Lowry. Garland, the pass to Thompson. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Thompson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that's a fantastic job by Thompson. Really a perfect pick-and-roll man who's very skilled at diving to the cup.
Gordon outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Garland. 1 second left. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Sixers on top. They lead by a bucket. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Drummond inside. He's checked by LeVert. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
George outside. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. He can't get it to go.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
LeVert goes against George. 3-pointer. The shot by LeVert, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. Now Oubre. Pass to George. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Allen with a screen on George. George against Mitchell. Pass to LeVert. Allen with a screen on George. From deep, Mitchell. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Embiid. Embiid elevates!
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
To the wing on the left. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on George. Left side, Mitchell. To win the cold spell. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Here's George. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. How about that? Such an instinctive offensive talent. Karis LeVert, natural under pressure.
George passes to Embiid. With some arc. Embiid just too tall inside.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Mitchell into the lane. Count it.
A guy many call a walking bucket, and Donovan Mitchell knows how to find those needed points.
George against Mitchell. Now here's Embiid. Defense is right there. Mitchell against George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Mitchell against George. Allen a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Stolen by Drummond. George with it. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Driving in. Martin outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Allen.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over. And that is a cold-blooded dagger. Mr. LeVert, welcome to it.
George. And he goes right over Donovan Mitchell and slams it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Yes! 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive. George. Pass to Martin from outside the arc. Doesn't go that time. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility.
Opening day, and what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Towns. And it's Hart in at the 2 spot.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Anunoby. Pass to Towns. And Hart has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against Indiana. And it's Hart penetrating, and the shot goes in. Hart's got 5.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And Allen with the slam.
And how about Jared Allen? A little bit of flair from the big fella.
On the wing, Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Back to Anunoby. Hart with it. Some nice passing by New York here. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Hart.
And that is the spot where OG wants to work.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
The Cavaliers trailing. Now LeVert. Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Here's Bridges. That one no good. Good D by Mobley. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Now here's Hart. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
Mitchell against Anunoby. Mitchell left side. Pass to LeVert. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. It's tipped.
That's the kind of defense you love seeing from Achiuwa. I like how engaged he was there.
Knicks trail by 3. Here's Bridges. Hasn't made one yet. Up top, Anunoby. Covered by Okoro. And it's Anunoby with a sensational play.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Pass to Allen. That's tipped. And Cleveland turns it over again.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Mobley. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 15 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Anticipation when it comes to rebounding, that can separate elite ones from average ones.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Mitchell passes to LeVert. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot to stop the run. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here is Achua, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Misses the three. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
It's a tie. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Achua is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in at the 1 spot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Mitchell looking it over. Plays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. For the three. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Mitchell kicks to Okoro. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Mitchell passes to Mobley. LeVert with it. No scoring in this one. Here's Mitchell. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
The offensive rebound. Towns. Stolen by Okoro. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Mitchell outside. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Precious Achua on the line. It's on Karis LeVert. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
a huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Knicks trail by 3. 1:53 left now here in the second. Anunoby is screen on Mitchell. Bridges. Anunoby against Mitchell. Lock at 6. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got it all tied up now for the Knicks. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Stolen by Anunoby. In the corner, it's Bridges. The kick out to Anunoby. Driving in. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that is team.
Oh!
That's a great finish from J.A. A high percentage look inside from a very high percentage shooter.
Hart with it. He's picked up by Mobley. It's deflected. For Cleveland, they've gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Towns looking around. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. And stolen by Mobley. Now Cleveland moving it up. Okoro wide open. He fires. Drains the 3-pointer. Okoro's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs. Bridges inside. Stolen by LeVert. Here's Mitchell. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not. After the review, the rule is overturned. They are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
Come one.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good. I'd be dominating down low.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, these guys are...
And that is it for half.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. Willing his team to a successful quarter performance, he seemed to stop at nothing to push the momentum. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Garland is out there with Max Strus. Then there's George Niang. Then there's Wade. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. The 3 from Garland. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 7. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
5 on the clock. The wide open shot from Strus. Kept alive. And it's Wade with the jam.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Garland with the bucket.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
Brunson outside. New York now working with the new shot clock. The three. There it is. Brunson with the deep shot.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Garland kicks to Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Strus has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Cavs. Here's Brunson. Shoots over Strus. Misses the baby hook.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Garland. Niang passes to Wade. The wide open look here for Garland. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Shamet. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shamet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent court vision from Brunson as he's able to find the open man.
Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
Here's Garland. Now, here's Strus. And he's good on the three ball. Strus has got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Strus, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Strus. Lets it go from deep.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the three-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Knocks down the three ball. Garland's got 7.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
They set the pick. Here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Garland. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Cavaliers lead by... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Achua. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the point.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Allen. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Yeah, got to do a little bit more than that to stop Allen there. He's solid at shaking off the hit and still making the shot.
Knicks trail by 13. On the corner. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got his fourth rebound in this one. Mitchell against Bridges. Now Mitchell. It's Allen on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Over Bridges. And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Towns. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. And there's the call on Precious Achua. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Josh Hart. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And here is Mitchell. And there's the drive. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Brunson, no good. Cleveland leading by 15. It's LeVert on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And the layup falls. LeVert's got his first bucket in this one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Anunoby outside. Outside, Towns. Trying to get something going. And stolen by Mobley. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Okoro kicks to Mitchell. In the corner, it's Mobley. Back to Mitchell. He takes it in, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Cleveland.
The drive by Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Brunson, Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Drives to the hoop. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Cleveland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying
win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Bridges against Mitchell. Back to LeVert. This one for three. It's rebounded by Towns. New York's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Here's Robinson. Anunoby outside. Nailed from three-point land.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Bridges against Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Mobley. Robinson with the block. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Anunoby has the open look. And again, New York with the triple. There's 18 seconds left in the game. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Stolen by Okoro. LeVert inside the line. No good. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think.
with the grit. Now, New York starting 5. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Robinson in at center. And for the 76ers, we've got Caleb Martin. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's George in at the 1 spot. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Robinson gets the bucket.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the jam by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Hart goes in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
And here's Embiid going inside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You see that? That's called mobility, people. Embiid just moves with such effortless fluidity when he's attacking the cup. It's crazy.
Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason, and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Martin with the bucket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Hart against Martin. Now here's Hart. Tight defense on him. And Anunoby for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from George.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. Here's George. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Mikal Bridges. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. Anunoby against George. Pass to Oubre. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Lets it fly. The Knicks pull it in.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Hart from long range. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Into the lane. Embiid finds George. 6 to shoot. Outside Oubre. Tipped. And he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Knicks trail by 5. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. 5th best, Philadelphia.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Here's George, driving to the basket.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
Anunoby against George. No good on the triple. Now the 76ers with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. To the paint. And Drummond with the jam.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Anunoby. Drummond grabs the miss.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Anunoby for 3. That shot, no good. Hacked on the shot, and that'll send him to the line for 3. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson. He's got his first free throws of the night right here, and he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second one. And he nails the third.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 12. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. A comfortable margin for the 76ers here, guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the floor for New York, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in a 2-guard. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
And George with the chip.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Knifing to the rim with ease, Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
George for 3. It's the trifecta. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Achua's checked in for New York. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring. He said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
And he's got his 4th free throw of the game. All right, Richard, when you think about where Joel Embiid stacks up with the great centers, he's put up some historic numbers.
Just last season, that 70-point, 15-rebound, 5-assist game, the first player to hit those marks ever in NBA history, BA.
Here he goes. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Martin against Brunson. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. George with a steal.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
Pass to Embiid. Takes the three. And here's George. From deep three-point range. Achua with a rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
George feels it out a bit. Pass to Oubre. 5 to shoot. Over Brunson, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Three minutes of action thus far in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Some solid defense from Martin. Philadelphia leading by 17. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Brunson again missing. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Martin. Off target from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the Knicks miss again.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. The 76ers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. George passes to Martin. Back to George. Pass to Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range. George has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Three-pointer Embiid. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Knicks have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Here's McBride. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. George against Anunoby. Screen by Embiid. For 3, George. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Sinks the tray.
3 points.
And Philadelphia has possession. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Philadelphia on top, opening up a huge gap. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome.
Looking at Philadelphia, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the 76ers.
Well, to be honest,
that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Paul George has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
We've got Kyle Lowry, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. There's a screen. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And McCain pulls it down.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Brunson missing again. Philadelphia leading by 19. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's McCain.
That's his first personal foul.
For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside McBride, lets it go, and it falls all over the rim and in.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Bona. Lowry outside. Over Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Lowry against Brunson. Lowry, no good. Knicks trail by 17. Here's McBride. And the layup is good off the glass. McBride's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Outside Achua. Pass to Brunson. The three. Rebound by the 76ers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
From deep. Here's Achua. The kick out to Brunson. Outside McBride. Back to Brunson. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Lowry.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
From downtown, drills it from deep. Lowry's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Shot is good by Gordon.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Brunson's got 10 points in the game.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
And here's Lowry from the arc. It's not going to go for him. Knicks trail by 20. Here's McBride. And he converts the layup. Give him 8.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. He's still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Lowry from the arc. He buries it from 3. Lowry's got 8 here in this quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And he's going for the lob. Gordon with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's McCain. Off the mark there with a 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brunson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That'll belong to Kyle Lowry.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
He's off on the second. The Sixers lead by 21. Here's Martin. George outside. Pass to Embiid. Here's Martin. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's the lob. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Sixers on top, running away with this one. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Make sure we're talking on defense. Make sure we're talking.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th, they've got Josh Hart. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Brunson in at the 1. Brunson on the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now here's George. Pass to Embiid. Clock at 6. Anunoby against George. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hart finds Anunoby. They set the screen. There's the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Anunoby for 3. And it's Martin with the rebound.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
George with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Here's Martin. The offensive rebound. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. George against Anunoby. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Martin. Back to George. Down low. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game? The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Martin outside. Back to George. Puts up a three. The Sixers with another miss.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. Back to Anunoby for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, Bridges has a good eye for spotting those openings, and he can make timely passes.
Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. George drives in, and the jam by George.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the 76ers.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Anunoby, a screen on Oubre. Bridges against Oubre. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The three ball. And the Knicks miss again. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Really left him alone that time.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
For three, George. And they recover it. Embiid passes to Drummond. Here's George. Puts up a deep three. Towns with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Embiid against Hart. Embiid with it. Now George. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill.
What's the biggest change you've seen since you played?
Well, I think a couple of things. Actually, I would consider these a tie. The ball handling and the three-point shooting of 7-foot guys. And then lastly, maybe the matchup zones defensively are the biggest changes for me.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The guard and off guard are Mitchell and LeVert. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Here's George, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Allen, and the layup is good.
Boy, nice mobility from the 5. Allen is very active offensively.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Here's George. Jared Allen making his last shot. 4 on the clock. From past the arc. George, no good. Cleveland with the ball. It's LeVert with the drive. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Philadelphia's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Embiid sets the pick for George. And George with the stuff.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Mitchell against George. Mitchell outside. Mobley a screen on George. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And so they foul intentionally.
Donovan Mitchell. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to New York. Okoro kicks to Mitchell. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Mitchell against George. And Okoro pulls it down.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And here's Embiid. After Isaac Okoro getting his shot to go from deep. No good that time. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
For 3, Mitchell, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 4. George looking around. Drummond sets the screen for George. And George with the stuff.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
Here's Mitchell, and he...
Oh, man! A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here is Martin. Scoreless thus far. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Allen, a screen on George for 3. Mitchell, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cleveland ahead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Martin in its small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now here's LeVert. Stolen by Martin. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Outside Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Allen. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. From downtown, it's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
George against Allen. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. Excellent D there from Allen. Mitchell against Martin. Mitchell dishes to Allen. Mobley left side. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Martin the pass to George. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved. And players acknowledge that and respect that.
And that one's good. Drummond.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Embiid kicks to George. Embiid with a screen on Mitchell. Back to Embiid. Oubre sets the screen for Embiid. It's deflected.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
1:37 left to play in the first half. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Mitchell. 76ers getting the bucket. Allen, a screen on George. Here's Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Philadelphia's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. George dishes to Embiid. George passes to Drummond. Drummond with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And here's Martin. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Martin kicks to Drummond. Oubre against LeVert. To the wing on the left. Oubre sets the screen for Embiid. Mobley with the block.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Here's George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And it's 9 points for George.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter, and it looks like he's going to try to shoot his way out of this funk.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. 3 seconds left. No good there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers lead by. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the... Now let's talk about our featured game. Guys, Donovan Mitchell was the star of that first half.
Excellent first half.
And that'll do it for...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. We've got Wade. Max Strus is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's George Niang. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Garland with the bucket.
Garland, so intelligent on the floor, the kind of player you want taking over in that pick and roll.
G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Thompson, a screen on Lowry. The 3 from Garland. Craps in the tray. Garland's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland.
You have to take Garland seriously at the arc. He is a talented shooter.
Bona, the shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Thompson sets the pick for Garland. Pass to Strus. Just 3 to shoot. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. The 76ers trail by 5. And here's Gordon. Outside Lowry. To the paint. Here's Bona. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Thompson is double. The wide open look here for Garland. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Bona. And he dunks it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Yabusele passes to Lowry. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And now Philadelphia on the break. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
Aston Yang. Here's Garland, and he gets it to go. Garland's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
No, you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Great open look there. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
You know, Gordon has always been a guy who can knock down the three, and his attempts increased significantly, though, when he headed to Houston, and he is rock solid from deep.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Lowry. And stolen by Thompson. The finish. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's where Tristan Thompson is most comfortable, right around the rim, throwing it down.
Lowry against Garland. Down to the right wing. Stolen by Thompson. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Mitchell outside. LeVert from outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers on top. Up by. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Martin is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Oubre. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 6. Next game, they'll take on the... Oh, my!
Wow! And you know what? For me, these don't show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by George. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell kicks to LeVert. A three-pointer, no good. The 76ers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And it's George finishing it off.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
For 3, Mitchell. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's George. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, they have finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's George. Here he goes. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
A powerful finisher, Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Allen outside. Back to Mitchell. Inside. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
George dishes to Embiid for 3. Good D by Mobley.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc.
Well, that long reach of Paul George's really bothers shooting. He is one of the best tools.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And it's Mitchell missing. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Embiid, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen. Well, that time he made the most of that trip to the line and cuts the deficit.
To the inside. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Here's LeVert. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
The 3 from George. The Cavaliers pull it in. 54 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Mitchell against George. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And here's George for 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mobley the pass to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Here's George. Up and in on the layup. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mitchell. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and